morning. It's me again, Steve, your one disabled vet. Here in Royal Palm, Royal Palm Beach, actually in West Palm Beach, actually, is where this is. We're sitting here at Veterans Park. It's actually one of my favorite places to come. It's very serene here, and it's an absolute beautiful setting for children and for adults alike to be able to sit and think and meditate and do what you have to do. I'm here with a friend of mine, and I'm proud to call him a friend, that I've known for past, probably about 5 years now. He's a fellow vet of mine, friend of mine. He has an interesting life. He's lived a very interesting life and has an interesting story. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to ask him a series of questions here, and I'm going to let him expound as far as he wants to on any given thing that I ask him. So I guess we might as well begin right now. Let's see, Ron, I've known you for 5 years now, but I really don't know you. I didn't, when were you born, and where were you born? Where were you brought up? Your family life, something like that,
I was born August 25th, 1951. West Palm Beach, Florida.
Local boy.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. I'll be damned.
Floridian. Not many of us.
Not many.
I lived a good childhood. Starting from the age of 8, I lived a real good childhood. My mother took us, and my stepfather, which I call my father now, he adopted us, and we just had the perfect life. And I grew up, and of course, at the age of 17, I decided, I didn't want to go to school no more. So I quit school, and I asked my parents if I could join the Marine Corps, and they said no, but you could join the Army. So I said, okay, I'll join the Army. So I joined the Army.
What year was that?
67. And I went to Germany, and because I was 17, I couldn't go to Vietnam. So I turned 18 in August, and the next day I got my orders for Nam.
The day after you turned 18?
Yeah, the day after.
Oh my gosh.
So then I got my 30-day leave. I went home, and I decided I wasn't going to go. Being my father was so patriotic, he said, you have to go. So I went on and went to basic. Then after that, I went to infantry training school, AIT.
Louisiana?
No, Fort Jackson, South
Fort Jackson, South Carolina, one of the better places in the world.
Trained there for, I don't know, I think my training was like 16 weeks. And from there, I got another leave, and then I went to Vietnam.
You went to Vietnam in 68 then?
68, 69.
68, 69. Yeah, I was there 69, 70. That's, I was probably your replacement, although I didn't have a CIB. I was in artillery, actually, 105 Howitzer.
Same thing.
Air Mobile 105. And then I went on to a Duster. Experiences in Vietnam when you got there. Do you remember exactly what it was like the day you got there to Vietnam?
Well, when I was going over there, we flew, and one of the movies that they were showing was The Green Beret. So we pictured when we got into Vietnam that they were just going to give us a weapon and we was going to go kill. That's what we figured. And got off, we got off in Tan Son Nhut Air Base, and we went, we did some training in Cam Ranh Bay, and then we got our orders. And so I went to Maricao Division, which was the 23rd Infantry. And then later on they changed it to the 23rd Infantry because of Lieutenant Cowley. And they had to get rid of that Maricao because we were known as the baby killers. So I lost 3 of my real good friends, and that really tore me up. I was wounded, medevac, so most of the guys I served with I didn't see until 20 years later.
Really?
Yeah, we went to a reunion 20 years out in
How
St.
long was you in
Louis.
country before you was wounded?
9 months.
Oh, you said you were there good. You were there enough that these people became very good friends.
Oh
of
yes,
yours. Yeah.
close.
Yeah, I had the same experience. But when you were, the thing that bothered me the most was not being able to say goodbye. Is what the whole thing that bothered, and that was the thing that was really a hurtful thing for me. I guess that maybe that was what was one of the most painful memories that you have.
I didn't say goodbye.
I know.
I didn't have a chance, But I don't think I would have. Because after I lost my real good friends, I didn't really get close to anybody. Because I was afraid that if I got close, I'd lose them. I just couldn't take it.
Your experiences sound exactly very similar to what I experienced, and I know the pain for which it came or for which you are, and I know the deep. For me, there was a lot of guilt involved, not being able to say goodbye, and there was other reasons of that also. But just to see that happen alone, see how war is, it kind of changes your whole being, who you thought you were and who you become.
When I was in school, it was like I was the class clown. I pulled all the pranks and got in trouble all the time. And after I came home, after Vietnam, I was like in another world. I just wanted to be by myself. But I got married at an early age. Let's see, I was 19 when I got married. 20. And that lasted a few years. And all my marriages, I've been through 5. This is my 5th. And I imagine this will be the last. Because now that I have all this help, I consider myself not better, but I consider myself semi-normal.
There you go. Did you know, when you got out of Vietnam, did you know that there was help available to you, or was there help available to you?
I didn't really know, because there was a VA clinic up on Oakland Park. I mean, not Oakland Park, but up off in Riviera Beach,
right,
off Broadway.
That's right.
But I never went because I self-medicated. That's what I did.
I follow it.
Drugs, alcohol, just self-medication.
When did you finally decide that maybe that it was time for you to seek help?
Well,
what happened to you?
In 94 is the first time I went to the VA clinic over in Oakland Park.
Right.
And I had a doctor that was really cool, and I was seeing him for a while. I wasn't rated or anything, but he was treating me as I was rated, for PTSD. And he ended up killing himself. So after he did that, I kind of gave up on the government help. And then in 95, when the hospital opened here, that's when I really got serious and started getting treatment. And the first doctor that I had there was Dr. Lapine, the psychiatrist. And it was like, man, he helped me so much. And I seen him for quite a few years, and then, because I wouldn't go to groups, I couldn't be around people. Just like I'd be with him, and he would see me once a month, and he gave me medications, and that really helped. So, I'm trying to think of what year I stopped self-medicating. I believe it was probably in 2000, where I didn't do no more drugs, no more drinking. No, it's been longer than that. It's been 15 years since I drank.
96, 97.
Yeah. Let's see, I stopped working for the post office in 95, and I think it was then, because I had quit drinking, quit drugging, and I just steady went to the VA all the time. And I got all, I learned all about, my disease. And they treated me. And then he left, he retired. And then I got some other psychiatrists that were terrible. They just were computer, that's all they wanted to do. Feed me medicine and just type. And then I finally ran across a doctor after they opened Building 14. And
This is at the West Palm Beach
VA
VA Center.
Beach, yeah. Mm-hmm. And when they opened that clinic, I call her Doctor Mary Stone. She just said, okay, we're quitting all this, and you're going to start over. So I started over with her, and lo and behold, I've always walked with a walking stick or a cane. I got rid of that. I'm walking just about without a limp anymore. And the drugs I'm on, it's really, really great. And I can't say I really think this woman is the greatest that's ever come to the VA.
You know what? I'm so glad to hear that, because very few people at the VA get any kind of accolades. Okay, it's usually people think of that as just one big bureaucracy, one big building.
Oh yeah.
But I think that most people don't understand that there are caring people there, that love us, and that they want us to be well, and they want us to be able to live the rest of our life with some joy anyways. And you know what? I'm so glad you mentioned the people that you mentioned, because they are very vital in many of the vets' well-being up at that hospital, because I know personally also. I wanted to ask you also, Ron. You said you worked for the post office. Did you retire from them?
No, I had 18 years in, and it's kind of weird because they gave me a Vietnamese supervisor. They knew that my condition, but they gave me a Vietnamese supervisor, and at that time, I was on my second marriage, working on my third, and we used to go on and on about, he would say, man, we killed 58,000 of you people.
Oh my God.
And I would say, well, we killed over 3 million of you, We'd go on and on every night until I finally wore my ear necklace in.
Oh, you did?
Yes. And he called the sheriff's department. And they came out and they said, look, you're going to have to either remove that or we're going to take it as a hate crime. So I said, look, let me tell you something. I'll remove it. It's going to stay on my neck. But I'm going to get in my car and I'm leaving. So the next day I went to see my immediate supervisor and told her that was it. I quit. Where's the papers at? You resign at. Just give me that form to resign, because I can't take it. So she gave me the form to resign, and I quit. That was it.
That's wild. That's a great story, though, because of just how it proceeded, how your life. And I'm sure you understand how all these things were meant to happen and how they were going to happen in your life to put you in a situation that you're sitting right across from me now. Isn't that like? I mean, it's kind of, when you look back, it's kind of cool that things happen the way that they did.
Before that, I must have had at least 25 jobs. I mean, it was just, they would tell me something, I'd say, no, I ain't gonna do that. I'd quit, and quit, and quit. And so now, I'm on my 5th wife, and I got all my PTSD under control. Some days I have bad days, most of the time it's good days. And now that she came about, I'm having a tremendous good days. I still have my bad days, but like when I hear somebody come in, like in class, somebody come in, oh man, I'm so pissed off about what they did to me up there. Well, they got the attitude, they go in with that attitude. Their attitude towards the doctor or the nurse or whatever is bad. So of course the nurse and doctor's going to have an attitude to them. But I learned along the way to treat people good when I'm at the VA. And I get it back in return. And that's how I'm coping.
I got a sneaking suspicion, though, Ron, that you not only treat people good at the VA, you now treat people good all throughout your life.
I do. It's just like almost all these years I hated Vietnamese. I mean, I really did. And now I don't hate them. I gave it to the man up there. And I don't have no hatred towards them people. Because it was us. We were just as bad. So, but I lost all that. And now I got this little one. My children are all grown, except my great-granddaughter. And I got her, and she just makes everything much more perfect.
This is so compelling. Let me tell you, I have one more question to ask you, though, and that was, what would you do? What would you suggest to the returning veterans, the Iraqi and Afghanistan veterans? If you could sit down with them in a group and tell them one thing or two things, what would you suggest to them?
I think I would tell them that they got to seek help and they got to stay with it. And if you run across a doctor that you don't like, you can always request to get a new one. And if you just stick with it, you'll get what's coming to you.
So there really is no instant fix to it, is there?
No, it takes a while. Yeah. I mean, it takes a long time. War's hell. And it takes a long time to get back to being like half stable.
There you go.
But the drinking and drugging, that's out. Self-medication doesn't help. You need the medication that the VA is going to give you.
Well, I want to tell you something. You and Jayla have been absolutely wonderful. You've been a joy to talk to. I've got to know more of you today in these last 15